kill children just to get her attention. It's so unbelievable.
In one of law enforcement's most bizarre and baffling crimes, video cameras are helping save the lives of victims too young to speak out for themselves. In these disturbing videotapes, infants suffer but ultimately survive, while the footage becomes an education tool for Special FBI Agent Larry Brubaker.
For 3 or 4 hours, this is the most caring, loving mother you've ever seen. And then, just like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, something happens and that person becomes an abuser.
The strange crime is called Munchausen syndrome by proxy, when parents secretly make their children sick to gain attention or sympathy for themselves. Assigned to the Minneapolis Bureau, Brubaker became the FBI's Munchausen expert after helping a local hospital investigate a suspected case, and now uses these videos to educate others. In this surveillance video, medical staff leaves a suspected Munchausen's father with his baby. When he's sure he's alone, the father puts the child in its crib, then smothers it until it loses consciousness. After running for help, the father feigns concern, basking in the attention. This parent was convicted of abuse and separated from his child, one of several hundred Munchausen's cases uncovered in the U.S. each year. Munchausen parents not only smother their children with their hands or bodies, they also introduce harmful bacteria into their feeding tubes, and even tamper with their medication or poison their food.
It's so scary. Here's a child, can't yell out, look what mom's doing to me. Mom is hurting me, and I can't tell anybody because I can't talk. So that's why we have to have tape like this. And it saves lives.
At times I was putting the book down because I was very, very upset. And then I was thinking, imagine I meet this kind of woman, because the point is how to stop it. Do you think that it could be possible to have a kind of profile of the Munchausen by proxy woman, so that you could recognize the signals, so that you can say those are the risk factors, and you can see that before on the women? As you see now with postnatal depression, there is a lot that can be done. I don't know, maybe something like an educational program aimed at hospital staff. From what I have seen in the book, a crucial moment is when the child was born. It all started from there.
Yeah, that would be good. I think you can't. I mean, you cannot, every mom who gets a baby, you cannot put her to a test or whatever.
No.
So you have to wait till something happens.
Yeah,
that's the bad thing of it. You have to wait till, and not even one time. I mean, a mother can be protective or overprotective, because there is a difference between Munchausen by proxy and hypochondria by proxy. So there is a very thin line, because a hypochondriac, she really thinks that her child is ill, like she would do it herself. I mean, if she would have this little wound, she would immediately go to the doctor, because it might be cancer, you never know. So there's also with her children, she really believes that this could develop to a cancer. By Munchausen by proxy, they know that there's nothing wrong. A lot of caretakers email me, they say, I have a feeling, and I always say, cherish that feeling, because it's your intuition that tells you whether the mother is true or whether she is manipulative. So how can you trigger it before anything happens? I don't think you can trigger. There must happen something, and then you have to wait, I think, a second time, because once is not enough. No.
And how difficult it is to detect it?
It is very hard to detect. You only can detect it if you are very near to the source. And most of the time it is detected by directly related family, grandparents most of the time, because the husband, most of the time, he cannot look at it with an open mind, because he is so entwined in the play, in her dramatic play, he cannot have an open mind. And most of the time grandparents, they email me, or neighbors, they email me and they say, can this be Munchausen by proxy? Because this child, every time she has something else, and we don't see a sick child. Only people who see children a lot of time, regularly, and who know the parent, they notice. Of course, what mothers also do is they go to different doctors. So they go on a Thursday, and then they go on a Saturday when there is the weekend doctor, and then they go to the emergency post in the hospital. So they are very clever. They take different doctors all the time, so that it is not noticed quickly.
When it comes to talk about child abuse being perpetrated by the mother, does it feel like you're breaking a taboo?
Very, very difficult. So since 2004 I've been trying to get it more in the open and have people talk about it, but there is a lot of disbelief, I would say. People really think I'm lying sometimes, and I'm so glad that I have. That's very important to me, that I've got 2 letters from doctors corresponding to each other, in which is said, no, the child is not sick at all. She's not gonna die. We never said that to the mom. So I'm glad I have these letters. But at my time, I mean, that was the late 60s, early 70s, it even didn't have a name. No. It got its name at 76, and at 76 I was 13. And so for me it came too late, but I think doctors must know. But even the doctors, they have heard of it, but they don't know the symptoms. So I've worked very close with AMK. They have started, not due to me, just before in 2003, they started an external commission that judges on these cases and also gives information. But there are so many caretakers, so many doctors that seem not to understand that a mom is capable of manipulating this much. And for doctors, it is very hard to admit that they have been manipulated.
It's really scary.
Yeah.